Hey girl, do you wish you could make your healthy habits stick, but life keeps getting in the way? Are you tired of diet culture telling you to shrink yourself when you'd rather just find true food freedom, move your body for joy, and feel and look good in your favorite leggings? Then you're in the right place. Think of this as Atomic Habits for women. Hey, I'm Emily Nichols, habit and fitness coach, millennial mom, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. I'm here to tell you there is an easier way than what we've been taught about health and our habits. How do I know? Because I've gone from former chronic dieter to habit hacker through the power of the system that I'm now going to teach you so you can finally stop dieting and just train for life via your habits. Remember, it's not your fault your healthy habits haven't stuck. We just have to do them differently. Are you ready to habit hack your health? Then let's do this. You're listening to episode 236 of Habit Hack Your Health. Hey friend, welcome back to the show. I hope you're doing amazing. You know, I was really thinking about an episode to talk to you about right now. I've been having a lot of conversations with my clients inside of the pod course and friends that I coach in person, and we're all tired. Right? We're just tired, or we're a lot of times we're physically exhausted, but also we're mentally drained. We're mentally exhausted as well. So I thought today would be a great subject to talk about as far as what are some energy-giving habits you can do versus what are draining habits in our life. Now, our healthy habits not only help with our actual health and then weight loss, but also giving us energy. Many times we're just so tired though and overwhelmed that it feels like way too hard to take care of ourselves, right? But there is a difference between that energy giving and draining habits, and you can take the time with some habit strategy from the Atomic Habits for Women philosophy that I teach to actually take care of yourself. So today we're going to chat about some examples of energy giving versus draining habits when it comes to like a busy working millennial mom. And if you need some help, if you're like, I don't even know where to start as far as like taking care of myself, I got you. You can go to bit.ly/freebie self-care checklist. So I have a self-care checklist to help you track your weekly self-care habits. And I have some bonus self-care ideas around food, movement, mindfulness, and really just connection too. When you get stuck on what self-care habits you need right now to give you that energy. And if you need some help, this is it. So go grab it. I have it linked in the show notes for you as well. So let's talk about some of the unique challenges when it comes to managing our energy and talk about some actual examples of energy-giving habits and some draining habits. So energy-giving habits help you feel a sense of renewal and rejuvenation, not only just like mentally, but also physically, emotionally, even spiritually sometimes too, right? It can really help you persevere and have resilience like through your crazy busy day, right? Because you have the energy. You're not just trudging along. Like you feel heavy. You feel just like that brain fog because you're so overwhelmed. And it can really help you feel a little bit more focused, more productive, and just that better overall holistic health and well-being. So let's talk about a few examples. So of course, I just mentioned self-care. So taking time for some actual self-care activities like exercise, movement, meditation, like hobbies that you love can really help you recharge your energy levels, right? Your battery is low. We need to recharge it. So prioritize self-care. Another energy-giving habits is effective time management, right? So planning and organizing tasks more efficiently can help create a sense of control and really reduce that stress and giving you more energy, right? Inside of my Healthy Habits Accelerator, my pod course, it's my signature program, we actually do a Sunday reset every Sunday where we're planning for the week ahead when it comes to our healthy habits and using that habit strategy. You can always grab it. It's available all year round in the show notes. Next is healthy eating. So, nutritious meals and snacks throughout the day can help you sustain your energy and mental clarity, right? Like, how many times have you forgotten to eat lunch, my friend? Oh my gosh, we've all been there. Then we're hangry. And, you've heard me say it many times. Like, when it comes to food freedom, we have to think about what foods are going to fuel us and give us energy, but also what foods fuel our soul as well, like tacos and chocolate chip cookies. Love it. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, sleep. Like, girl, are you getting enough sleep? I'm saying that because I know I'm not. I coach a couple of early mornings every week at Orange Theory, and I get up at 3:50. And I should go to bed earlier. I should go to bed like at 8. I should be like an infant and actually go to bed like at 7. But I don't, because I'm busy and I want to spend time with my husband after the boys go to bed. But making your sleep a priority is going to ensure you have more energy and really help with your health goals as well. Sometimes when you're, really feeling good about your workouts and food and you're not seeing progress as far as like how you feel about your body or your health in general, sometimes you just got to sleep more, girl. I get it. And then lastly, another energy-giving habit is to set some boundaries. Ooh, clear boundaries between work, like when to shut work off, which I know is really hard, right? We're so connected all the time. You just don't work like a 9 to 5 and leave and you're done for the evening, right? Your phone is constantly dinging, they're slacking you, they're texting you, they're wanting to set up a Zoom. I mean, it's just all over the place. But we have to find some boundaries and be able to say no to have that work-life balance. But also, I know I've really leaned into this past year, the JOMO, right? The joy of missing out versus FOMO, like fear of missing out. Just knowing, okay, is this going to give me energy or is this going to drain me? And it's going to give me that energy that I need instead of feeling pulled in all of these different directions. Hey girl, real quick, do you have a habit hacking question for me? Like, what healthy habit should you start with? Advice on creating your own habit loops? What is the Atomic Habits for Women philosophy? Or maybe you have a specific question about your food freedom, mindset, or movement habits? I got you. Go to bit.ly/habit hacking question. It's also linked in the show notes for you, and record a message to me with your question. If I select your question, I'll answer it live on the podcast for you, and I'll send you a habit tracker for doing so. Looking forward to hearing from you. Now let's get back to the show. Now let's talk about some draining habits. Okay, draining habits that they just make you feel exhausted. You're burnt out. You feel increased stress. You're anxious. You're not productive, right? You're working all day and it's like when your head hits the pillow, you're like, I didn't get anything done today, but I was like crazy all day, right? And it's just not good for your emotional health as well. And your physical health can take a toll as well when you have some draining habits happening in your life. So let's talk about some of those. We have all done these too, my friend. We have all done these, girl. So don't feel alone. First, overcommitting. Taking on too many responsibilities, tasks, appointments, doing the cookie sale, volunteering for the PTO. Yes, I'll come volunteer in my kid's room. Oh, sign me up for this. Yes, I will be at lunch to see my girlfriend. Oh, yep, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. Gosh, that's draining, right? That's draining. So really being able to communicate with friends and family and work, like when you're feeling overcommitted, that JOMO, right? Have the joy of missing out. Next, neglecting self-care, right? So ignoring your personal needs and neglecting self-care can really lead to exhaustion and just you're not feeling as resilient. And, we've talked about self-care. I can't even tell you how many times on this show, and that it's not selfish. It's absolutely necessary. And you have to find what that own version of yours looks like. I was sharing in my weekly newsletter this past week. I send a Sunday newsletter called 321 where I send 3 habits, 2 hacks, and 1 habit quote for the week just to really inspire you through the week. And I was sharing with them one of my favorite self-care activities that I habit stack on a productive activity is folding laundry and watching gossipy TV. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'll watch the Kardashians, or I'll just scroll TikTok and look at funny dog videos or other mindless things like that. And honestly, that's a form of self-care to me because I'm like, okay, I'm getting something done and I'm feeling so disconnected from life for a moment. That's fine. Next, another draining habit is procrastination. I actually work better under pressure, and sometimes I do procrastinate, and then it really leads to me struggling and feeling stressed out. And I really have a solid plan for this whole year as far as marketing campaigns go, what master classes we're doing, challenges, shop sales, so on and so forth. So I feel good about that, where I'm not procrastinating, but it's not to say that I won't do it again. But it can really drain on both a mental and physical level when you are procrastinating. And of course, on the opposite side, we talked about how quality sleep can give you energy. Lack of sleep will drain you. Oh my gosh. Energy, your mood, right? Sometimes you're just tired and need a snack. And then lastly, this one's like so us, right? Constantly multitasking. You're trying to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously, and that's like so draining. Right? They're so draining. I've given this example before. I'm going to tell you about it again. Years ago, I made this post when I was just first starting out, like teaching group fitness and inspiring folks online. I was working with a group doing a whole 30 with me at the time. And I posted this post and I was like, oh my gosh, I was doing like a Shaun T Beachbody workout. I had the laptop in my kitchen. There was it was just body weight movements. I'm like, I'm cooking up dinner while I'm doing this workout and texting you guys in the group and posting this at the same time. Like, that's insane. Like, why was I doing that? But I thought I was being productive with really, it was just causing burnout. So there's definitely a difference between habit stacking and multitasking. We talk about that a lot inside of our programs, and we have an episode on that as well. It's two. So it's important for a millennial mom, or any of us for that matter, to be super mindful of what habits are giving you energy and what habits are draining you, and maybe even bonus tip, people in your life that either give you energy or people that drain you, and setting healthy boundaries. Now, this is all great and fine and dandy, but if you don't have habit strategy to make this work, then it's not going to stick ever. So again, always here, excited and willing to help you out, my friend. So again, if you need some ideas, if you're like, oh, hey, this is great, I just want to take one small step, then let's start with thinking about some self-care activities for you. Like I said, grab the free self-care checklist. Tons of ideas on there to help inspire you as far as what you can do to start taking care of yourself. Stop draining your battery, and let's charge you back up and give you energy through your healthy habits, girl. All right, I hope today was super helpful. Please let me know on Instagram at EmilyNichols22. I'm posting a lot more content over there as far as more habit loop suggestions, more like atomic habits for women, like super creative like habit loops for you guys to think of. So go follow me over there at EmilyNichols22. Screenshot if you're listening to the show and tag me. I love to connect with you guys, and more than likely you'll get a voice memo or a funny gift for me, or all the above. All right, girl, I'll see you later this week for Habit Hack Thursday. Hey girl, real quick before you go, did you know I have a secret podcast where I talk all about why most habit strategies don't work for us women? Spoiler alert, it's not our fault. Visit bit.ly/atomic habits for women. It's linked in the show notes to access my secret podcast series and have your biggest aha moment about why and how women have to do habits differently. And if you love the podcast, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way more mamas can find the show. Love and appreciate you, friend. We'll see you next time.